Namaskaram. Welcome to Clyde Samvada brought to you by the Hindu Temple of Scotland. I'm your host Rishabh and today we have with us Ramesh ji. Ramesh ji, how are you?
I am fine. But who are you?
I'm Rishabh. I'm the host of the show.
Rishabh is your name. Who are you?
I am the human body, like this entity as a human for now.
What is this?
This is my hand.
So this is your hand.
Yeah.
That means you and this hand are different.
Yeah, this is my part. Yeah.
Otherwise, you won't say it's your hand.
Yes.
When you say your hand, you are different from this hand. You have a car.
Yes.
That is whose car?
My part.
Your car. So you and the car are different.
Yes.
You have a house.
Yes.
Whose house?
My hand.
You and your house are different. This is your hand.
Mm-hmm.
You and your hand are different.
Yeah, but this is attached to me, so this is my hand.
So I'm saying this is your body,
Yeah.
right? For example, suppose a prominent leader passes away.
Yeah.
Something is kept for public darshan. What is that?
Somebody, yeah, like the final darshan, I'm not sure like what exactly it is called, but somebody's body is there. Yeah.
When Mr. X passes away,
Yeah.
you stop calling him X. You don't say X is kept there for darshan.
Yeah, the body is there.
It is X's body that is kept for darshan.
Mm-hmm.
So where is X? You say he passed away.
Yeah.
Where did he go away?
So the mechanism which runs inside us, that has shut down basically, and the body has remained.
So something was there. He went back to where he came from.
Okay.
That is why we call him, say he passed away. We don't say he ceased to exist. His body ceased. That's all. He ceased to exist in this world. He passed away. He went somewhere. We don't know.
Okay.
That is what I'm trying to say is that he went back to where he came from.
Okay, but he came from this earth itself. From here only.
How? From where?
When a child is born,
Ah.
comes from the mother's womb. So that is born here only. Right? So somebody is born here,
Huh.
they have passed away.
Hmm.
So if we are just talking about this context of the word passed away, it could be the limitation of just the English language, that they have kept a word passed away, but actually just they're dead to us. That's all.
No, even in Hindi you say unki lash.
Somebody's body is there.
His body.
Yeah.
You said you are born in this world.
Hmm.
Were you alive before you were born in this world?
Not to me.
You were in your mother's womb,
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah. For those 9 months, okay.
right? So, where did that life come from?
Evolution.
Fine. Let me take an analogy. You have a mobile phone.
Yes.
You buy a new mobile phone. If you have to activate it, what do you require? Can you activate it as it is?
Charge, processor, and a lot of things. Yeah.
Electric charge is fine.
Yeah. It needs a
Processor
software.
is there in that processor is there in that
device.
mobile phone device.
Okay. Yeah.
Can you activated as it is. As when you get a mobile phone, it is fully charged. Assume it is fully charged.
Okay. Yeah, I turn it on, press the power button, and it's on.
Will it do the job of a mobile phone?
Until there is a SIM card, rather than that, yeah, the rest of the things it can do.
The phone requires data,
Mm.
either through a SIM card or through Wi-Fi.
Mm.
Only then you can even activate that phone.
Okay.
The phone gets its life through the data of the SIM card.
Mm-hmm.
Your body is like that phone.
Okay.
There is something similar to a SIM card or data that gets injected into your body. That is you.
So, which very popularly nowadays called consciousness, people talk about, is that the bit like we are talking about?
Exactly. It is consciousness. There are three states of consciousness:
Okay.
Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti. Jagrat is state of awakening. Swapna is dream.
Mm-hmm.
If you sleep for say 7 to 8 hours a day,
Mm-hmm.
you will get dreams for a part of that sleep duration.
Okay, that is what we remember. So, yeah.
You will not get a dream for the entire duration of your sleep. You should not. If you get that, then you will become crazy. You cannot survive that.
Okay.
Life will become extremely difficult.
Okay.
So that third state of consciousness where you are alive, but you don't see this world or a dream,
Okay.
that is called Sushupti. That is your consciousness, that is you. Now, where did this come from? When we say he passed away, he came from somewhere.
Okay.
Where did he come from? We talked about the mobile phone and the SIM card.
Yeah.
The SIM card is given by whom? The telecom service provider.
Yeah.
So for this whole world, there is only one telecom service provider
Okay.
or consciousness service provider,
Mm-hmm.
life service provider,
Okay.
right? So you believe that, you know that the SIM card is given by the telecom service provider. Only then if he switches on, your mobile will be on. You can use it as a phone. Otherwise, it's useless.
Mm-hmm.
The human body becomes a human only if that life is injected, that consciousness is injected in you.
Okay.
There is another analogy I will give you. It rains.
Yeah.
When it rains, you see so many droplets.
Yes. Yeah.
Each droplet comes from where? A single cloud,
Yeah.
right? So we human beings are like each of those droplets
Okay.
coming from that cloud, single cloud.
Okay.
Ultimately, the raindrops flow into a river, into the ocean, then they go back to the cloud.
Mm-hmm.
This is the cycle of water.
Yeah.
Just because there are two different raindrops, they come from there are multiple raindrops, but they come from the same source. They are not different. You can't distinguish between one raindrop from the other. Likewise, you can't distinguish your life from mine. We have different bodies.
Okay.
We have different mobile phones. We are two different mobile phones. But the service comes from a single source.
Okay.
So that is so the consciousness ultimately the human life comes from a single source. It goes back to the same source.
Yeah, so that can be called even nature. So even the example that you gave about the rain and all that, that we completely see happening in this earth cycle, right? So that is exactly from where we started when I said, okay, this is the body is me, born of this earth, and will at the end of the day will be buried and become dust or whatever in this earth itself.
This rain and raindrop like example, it is an example, it's an analogy.
No, that's what I'm trying to explain. So see, taking similar example, that's what I'm saying, that born of this earth, human evolution started over the period of time. People, like the bodies progressed, animals, and then different species, and then finally Homo sapiens, like leaving the other Neanderthals and those away, considering modern day humans. So this is just a part of evolution, and the consciousness that we are talking about, it could be the nature's way of just, maybe it's not like the first human was as intelligent as us, because we don't know. I don't know personally, and maybe even the science is yet to discover, okay, when was the first human. The oldest remains that we have, that the proof of humans, I think it is 84,000 something years, that the oldest bone they have discovered. So still it is just a part of the nature is giving that the initial software in. So everybody is here only, nobody is going anywhere else.
You are assuming that there is no life outside Earth.
Different planets, I consider there might be life.
So it is not just this Earth. And it is not only the human that is alive. Animals.
Yeah, animals are also
alive.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, so you take the body of a human being, say a smartphone. Animals take the body of as an animal, maybe that is a feature.
Okay.
But the consciousness is the same. The only difference is you are able to speak.
Okay.
The animal is not able to. That's all.
So you are saying the inner, that servicing provider, let's say the eSIM or whatever, is the same in the animal also and myself also.
The SIM is the same. That is a feature phone. You are a smartphone. That's all. You are acting smart because you have more features than the feature phone.
But why is that?
That is the law of karma.
Okay, but law of karma, if
somebody who has limited resources, he buys a feature phone.
Okay.
Somebody who has more money buys a smartphone.
Okay. But how is this decided?
Somebody who has less papa and more punya becomes a human being.
Okay, but
somebody who has more papa, less punya becomes an animal. Because he is born an animal, he cannot, the animal does not have the ability to commit sins or punya. Only the human being has.
But who decides this? That's the only bit, because from where I am coming is that it's a part of the evolution. They are still behind, and maybe our ones like went a little ahead.
It is not evolution. It is like in an organization.
Yes.
The CEO doesn't do everything. He has a set of people. He has a plant manager, he has a CFO, he has a chief technology officer. And there are human beings working below those people. The organization is always, vertical, not horizontal. Why is somebody a clerk and why is somebody a CEO?
Depending on their capabilities, the knowledge they acquired. Yeah.
Depending on the punya that you acquire, you become a human being or an animal.
Yeah, but that is a very cruel way of putting it. If you see in real life situations, somebody in organizations, okay, up and down, that is fine. But somebody becoming absolute an animal, or maybe somebody is taking very good care as an animal also. Billionaires keep dogs and all that. They are better kept than like 99% of the human population.
That is why, see, it is difficult. Assume if everybody is a CEO, is at the same level in an organization.
Mm-hmm.
Will an organization work?
No.
So there has to be a pyramidal structure.
Yeah, but pyramidal structure in organizations is to profit, generate profit, generate revenue and all that. What is the pyramid structure of nature? Why is there needs to be a pyramid structure here? What's the profit or what's the loss that they are making? It's just evolution is going on, dying, more people are born, that's it.
Then why should animals be born? Only everybody can be human being.
That is my actually question, that why are animals being born differently? Because you said that they are also having the same e-software, eSIM, if we can say as mind, the same soul if we say, or the consciousness if we say. If that animal also has the same, why are they born as an animal? Why not human beings?
Because in their previous janma, they performed less punya and more papa. They were born, birth, they were born as a lesser.
So are we pre-assuming it already that people are reborn? Because I am not saying that, because to me it is just like, okay, I was born. If somehow everything, like what calculated in a reason that, okay, I have this form of life or this way of life. As considering you had a different lifestyle all your life. I had my own. But coming back and going that's absolutely different.
Come back to the mobile phone.
Okay.
You had a mobile phone. Somewhere that got damaged.
Okay.
Is the SIM card valid or not?
Yes, it is.
So the SIM or you surrender the SIM card.
Yes.
Or you buy another phone, use the same SIM card there.
Okay.
It still works.
Yes, it does.
Right? So now the SIM card according to you is reborn.
Yes. It's like a new user is there. New user of the SIM
SIM
card.
card is reborn according to you. I'm not saying life, it assumes body, a new body.
Okay.
Your consciousness was present in a particular body. It went back to the state of consciousness. It reassumes another body. That's all. This is how the cycle of birth happens. Now, what is the ultimate solution to this process of each conscious being? That is what we call moksha.
Okay.
Moksha means liberation.
Okay.
Liberation from what? Liberation from rebirth.
Okay.
Moksha is not a place.
Mm-hmm.
It is liberating yourself from the curse of rebirth.
Okay.
Any life undergoes struggle, including a human life.
Yes.
Right? So there is a soul. Human, the consciousness, pure consciousness, does not have a sense of happiness or sorrow, joy or sorrow. Neither.
Okay.
Consciousness is pure. It is a state. It is always in a state of bliss.
Mm-hmm.
Anand. Anando brahmeti vyajanaat. That is what the Upanishads say. Anand. Anand. No. Anand. Where does Anand come from? It's Brahman.
Okay.
Brahman and Brahma are different.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Brahman is the ultimate, the Virat Purusha.
So are we now start talking about the cosmic beings and all that without outside the human realm? Because now, we were just, when we were talking about the SIM card bit, when we go back a little bit. So you talked about the karma being associated with the consciousness, okay, and taking the consciousness as a SIM card. If there is a new user,
Karma is attached to the body only.
yeah, the karma is attached to the body. Then, when the new consciousness came to a new body, why the new body? How the new body is decided that okay, they will suffer a certain life?
Because of the Sanchita karma. Previous, it carries.
Yeah, but it. The only body should carry, right? Because consciousness is detached of
Body
every
is
karma.
dead. Body is dead.
Body is dead, so the karma should also die with it.
No. See, it is not the body which performs the karma.
Okay.
Right?
Then what?
It is the consciousness which triggered the body to perform that path. Any karma for that matter. Path or punya.
Okay.
Right? So it carries. Now, that decides the next body. Right?
Okay.
But when it is in a state of consciousness, it does not suffer or enjoy the benefits of the karma. If it has to suffer or enjoy the benefits of the previous karma, it has to be born in another body.
Okay. But as you said that the consciousness is detached of the sorrow or happiness and these kind of, it is just pure bliss always. Then what was the reason of even doing the karma, any deed in the first place? Because it was in bliss state.
And that is the beauty of this world. God, I mean, there is no answer to that question. Why is God making us be born in this earth?
Yeah, that is a presumption that even God exists in the first place. Because God means I started my conversation as an evolution part. When you say, okay, God gave some task or born was human, what is the proof that even God is there to start with?
Okay. Are you alive?
Yes, I am.
On what basis do you say so?
Because I can feel everything around me and I can see and I can at least have this conversation at this point.
What are the basic essentials of life?
Conscious human body roaming around and disease free, healthy.
No. To be alive,
Yeah.
one should
Be able to sense.
Breathe.
Yeah.
Right? That is the first essential thing. Second essential thing is food.
Okay.
With these two, a body can survive.
Mm-hmm.
What do you breathe?
Air, oxygen.
Can you please show me air or oxygen?
Yeah, but because I can breathe, so we know that there is something called as air that I am breathing.
Similarly, God is not something you can see. If he shows you his, in the Bhagavad Gita, Lord Krishna shows his Vishwarupa darshan to Arjuna.
Mm-hmm.
Arjuna couldn't stand it. He said, God, please reassume your previous figure. I cannot see. You cannot stand. It is something that you experience.
Yeah.
That
okay.
is.
I agree to that bit, okay, that he is some higher power and not being seen.
I mean, when we say it is, some people will say nature.
Okay.
Then who created nature is the next question. So somebody created nature. That somebody we call him God. That's all. It is not the name. It is a generic. It is not a proper noun. It's a common noun.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So tat tvam asi. Aham brahmasmi. I am Brahma. I am bliss. If you go to Sabarimala temple, it is written, first thing on the top it is written, Tatvamasi. Tat tvam asi. Tat means that Brahman.
Mm-hmm.
You are that Brahma.
Okay.
Right? So you are that consciousness. If you realize that, your body pains will lessen. You will less experience the pains that are inflicted on your body. That means you detach yourself from the body.
Okay.
Like you experience, you see a dream when you are asleep. Suffer the dream. In the dream also you suffer.
Yeah, it looks very true. Yeah.
But when you are awake, oh, that was a dream.
Mm-hmm.
You actually did not suffer. This body did not suffer. You felt that you suffer.
Yeah.
Similarly, if you go to the state of blissfulness, sushupti, consciousness part, that consciousness will realize that the birth on this earth, the life on this earth, that it suffered through this human body was also a dream.
So this life is a dream. So are we
To
going
the
to?
consciousness,
Okay.
to the consciousness, this life is a dream. We don't realize that today. That is why we suffer. We experience, we think we experience it, we suffer it. But when the consciousness leaves the body, this experience stops, this suffering stops.
Okay.
Then it realizes, oh, that was a dream.
Then what is the point of all this karmic cycle and all that if it is just a dream then at the end of the day?
You have to sleep again the next night. You will undergo you will see some other dream. For this question, there is no answer. We have not yet found an answer.
Okay.
Why has that supreme consciousness called God? Why does he do this?
So why the rain is happening in the first place basically?
Why does he do this? We don't know.
Okay.
Our limited understanding, limited intellect prevents us from knowing that. We have not been able to. You say an organization runs for profit.
Mm.
You know that because it is displayed on its website.
Yeah.
It's an organization registered.
Mm.
It runs for profit. It is the intention is declared.
Yeah.
Here, the Supreme Consciousness, God, has not declared the intention to us. We don't understand that.
Okay. Yeah, so this is very clear that we actually don't know why the humans are here.
Why are we here? We don't know.
Okay, why are we here? We don't know.
But how is the question that we try to explore?
Okay. Yeah, that it makes more sense because considering itself first that okay, this is a not sure answer, that leaves a way for us to discover further on. And people can choose whatever path they want to follow to discover who they actually are and why they are here. Thank you so much, Ramesh. That was very insightful and looking forward to more discussions like this. Thank you. Namaskaram.